Hey, Rhys Lite, talking about, yeah, you guessed it, me again, but from before this time.
Cash is king.
You're a silly young boy, get your head right. Like silly young boy, get your head switched on. Silly young boy, get your head right. Silly young boy, get your head switched on. Silly young boy, get your head right. You're a silly young boy, get your head switched on. Like silly young boy, get your head right. Silly young boy, get your head switched on. Been alive, so I've never been an angel. Been about the world, but I get brought down to the floor. Get knocked like hands on the bedroom door, locked out like stable. Get knocked like Newton's cradle. Shot down with an awkward silence. Too much times that I couldn't not stumble. Couldn't say not my ting. Not got lots, not gone. Shot my shot till I drop more hints like a doctor saying you've been eating up too much chocolate, young man. You got eyes bigger than your navel. Sat down at the family table. Found piece of the head was stable. Not too much on the plate, still make the mistakes. Went tense like electric cable. Tight chest like a heavyweight boxer. Stopped with screws and a few come loose. Now spun right round, crashed down to the ground. That man was flying in a broken copter. You get lost when no one spots you. Could've been a boss but not on my own yet. You get cross when people crush you. Never was a lot but it felt like that then. Silly young boy, get your head right. Like silly young boy, get your head switched on. Silly young boy, get your head right. Silly young boy, get your head switched on. Silly young boy, get your head right. You're a silly young boy, get your head switched on. Like silly young boy, get your head right. Silly young boy, get your head switched on. These people are not my people, but I still feel too much. But the feels is loose, I don't feel in touch. Like caught in the deep and I'm reading a bunch. Don't get sleep, but I'm reading a bunch, so that must be good. Could the brain is healthy, must be fine. Could the brain is wealthy. Couldn't see signs that the road was long and the gauge was low, so I still try run, but the pace was slow. When I fired that gun, but the face said no. Time goes fast like a racer, and you can't start that twice like a razor. Sweat through life like a real cold breeze on a cheek from the fan on a hot summer evening. So I did a plan and it left man needing a real sharp look at the life I'm leading. I've been a fool and I've been called foolish. Felt quite small but I'm actually tallish. I walked the walk and I still got walked on. No, I'm not short but I wouldn't put shorts on. Yeah, even with all this doubt and a sinking feeling, I would never go back round cause I learnt so much and it came in clutch in the times I needed. You're a silly young boy, get your head right. Like silly young boy, get your head switched on. Silly young boy, get your head right. Silly young boy, get your head switched on. Silly young boy, get your head right. You're a silly young boy, get your head switched on. Like silly young boy, get your head right. Silly young boy, get your head switched on.